Hello, and this is a little bit different. This is a channel update with the plans, what we're going to start doing with the channel, how it's going to change a bit, and how it's going to be more evolved around the Britain's Hidden History project. Because last night was a bit rough because I couldn't get the live stream working for various technical reasons, which we're working on. Hopefully my computer will be back from the shop any minute now. I'm popped outside to make this video. Now, when you see things like this, disasters, don't look at them as disasters. We have to look at them as a chance to have a think and a learning process. First thing I've learnt is that trying to do an hour-long presentation live off the cuff, a different one every week, is a really big thing to ask for me to prepare and do it first time live, no retakes. It's also a big thing for people to listen to. I mean, is that really necessarily what people want to spend their Sunday evening doing? Second thing I learnt, people love the chat. That's the bit they like, okay? Just get a few topics out there. The chat box, even last night, all right, when the video wasn't working and I had to shut it down. Well, no, so the video wasn't working, so there's no real proper discussion. I just put the music on, St. Patrick Rock by Baron Blackett, and the chat box kept going for another hour or so with nothing on the screen, just people talking to each other using the chat box. So that's going to be the real emphasis on Sunday evenings, 8 o'clock. It's going to be all about communication. I will do little newsy items, updates to what's going on with the project, like new findings. Like today, one of our group called Dixie, he's photographed a mound, he's found this mound, he's sent it through. We're trying to work out whose mound it is because it's in a terrible state. Trees growing on it. Trees are a purge of history in this situation, and we're going to try and work out exactly whose it was and see if we can get it protected. Get some signs up there. So that's a bit of research that's going on. We've got people like Tim and Hugh and Rob. They're all doing some amazing stuff, looking at the star mounds and the alignments. Tim working out names of places. Got a different name for Merthyr, for example. So little things like this which happen during the week. I would like to just go through them quickly, like a sort of a newsy, chatty type update, and then we'll throw it open to the floor. People can talk about whatever they want to. Now, as for covering the history, rather than doing the big 1 hour live stream history shows, I'm going to break them up into little sort of 10-minute pockets. That's the other thing I learnt. These are better done as little short videos, bite-sized portions that people can take in. I reckon 15 minutes, maybe a little bit longer. We'll see how it goes. You know me, I do chat a bit, so it might be 25 minutes, but I try and keep the subject matter quite small anyway. For example, last Sunday, ridiculous really, taking on the whole Dark Ages. It's going to be the whole of British history for the Dark Ages, Irish, Scottish, English, Welsh, where the people are buried, how you spot the mounds, the Harleian manuscripts, the carved stones, the whole lot. I had videos lined up, field trips. Here's us visiting such and such a place. It was a huge project. It took me days to put it together, and a computer clearly just couldn't cope. Not the way I'd set up. Another thing I've had to learn, my fourth lesson. I'll finish lesson 3 first. So lesson 3, shorter, bite-sized things that people will enjoy more, I think, and can actually take it all in one go. So, for example, rather than the whole of the Dark Ages, be one on burial mounds. What the old ones, pre-200 look like. Then the mounds, tombless mounds. The next one's been a mound next to the church. Then the bodies coming inside the church, and less dignitaries outside the smaller mounds. Go through all that, how that works. Show some examples. It's really important. Because one of the things I want to show is they've got boat-shaped mounds which match up with Sutton Hoo, for example, which is more evidence that could be British. And please, can we have some archaeology in Wales? Anyway, I'm getting dragged off onto that one. So that was lesson 3. Lesson 4, I've had to learn a lot more about technology, so if things go wrong, I've got more chance of fixing them. So the last couple of days, I've been learning what a CPU, a GPU, what these things were, right? My Heddwch, the latency, the lag, and it's going to be so much better. The computer's been upgraded. I think you need more graphics card. The way the processors worked, it's all loads of technical stuff. And that's going to be practicing throughout the week. So to summarise, what's going to happen from now on? During the week, most days if I can, short videos on particular topics, and it could be something that's come up from the extensive reading that I do, or from just looking through the books and editing. So obviously that's my do full time now, is editing and producing these books. We can share that and go through topics from history. Any requests, send them through. Sunday evening then, 8 o'clock Sunday evening, that's going to be a lot more informal, more of a get together, chance to chat, chance to about the subjects, not just general chat, you know, no politics, no current stuff, nothing about quarantines and breakdowns or lockdowns, all that, none of that. We got tons to talk about from history without even going there, okay? So with the main subject areas, you got the British history, look at the Welsh monuments, you got them. And also spend all our time discussing Christianity, because that's a massive subject, and whether or not Christianity was born in Britain or Rome. That's obviously huge, and people get very agitated with faith stuff. But then we also got migrations to talk about, Colburn language, the Welsh in America. That's definitely, we want to talk more about that. And we had people from America joining us, so we want to get those more involved. Let's talk about the comparisons between what we got here and what we got over there. And we want people chipping in and contributing on the comments and having a bit of fun, really. And on that topic, we're just working on, I got the computer set, any second now should be a car pulling up, and there's my computer coming back from the computer shop. And what we're going to be doing there then is be able to do, probably not the first week, after a couple of weeks, we got the hang of things, call-ins and phone interviews. And I've got quite a few people, hopefully, I'm going to talk to on that. Some quite famous, that'll be fun, bit of celebrity on there. And lots of things to try. So that's the idea, okay? Just summarise again quickly. In the week, it's going to be short videos covering short topics from history. Sundays then is going to be more of just a live stream, more open, no real presentation, just a quick newsy type update, what's happened during the week, any new discoveries, progressive books, that kind of stuff. And then we throw it open to people's comments and questions, and wow, that could be stuff I've got no idea what's going to come. Last time we ended up talking a lot about serpents, dragons, how that ties in with faith and the snake mounds, and oh, my cat's just walked past, early Christianity, that kind of stuff. So it could really go anywhere. Alright, so I hope that clears things up. I'm really sorry about last night. I was really looking forward to it. Oh, here comes the car, here comes my PC. We're all good to go tomorrow, and he's just stopped so he doesn't ruin another video. Alright, so until the next time, as always, Heddwch.